Bayraktar TB2 is a Turkish strike operational tactical medium-altitude unmanned aerial vehicle with a long flight duration. Development and production of Bayraktar Makina. The precondition for the development of Bayraktar TB2 was a ban by the United States on the export of armed unmanned aerial vehicles to Turkey due to fears that they would be used against Kurdistan Workers' Party groups in Turkey and abroad. The predecessor of the Bayraktar TB2 was Bayraktar Bayraktar TB1, which was developed in 2007 and commissioned by the Turkish Army in 2011. In June and August 2014, the TB2 spacecraft broke the world record for unmanned aerial vehicles in the class of tactical medium-altitude UAVs in terms of flight duration. He was in the sky at an altitude of 8 km 24 hours 34 minutes. In 2014, the UAV was first used in combat during an operation in the Turkish part of Kurdistan. The drone is named after Baykar founder Özdemir Bayraktar, translated from Turkish Bayraktar, flag bearer. The case is made of carbon fiber. The UAV is equipped with an internal combustion engine with a double-bladed propeller. The engine is located between the tail beams, fuel is stored in flexible tanks. Each Bayraktar TB2 system consists of 6 aircraft, 2 ground control stations, GCS, 3 terrestrial data terminals, GDT, 2 remote video terminals, RVT, and ground support equipment. The UAV is equipped with an avionics system with triple redundancy and an automatic takeoff and landing system. Able to perform tasks in automatic and semi-automatic modes. With a favorable wind can hang in place. Unlike manned aircraft, it does not require long runways and special storage hangars. The Bayraktar TB2 UAV is operated from a ground station that is transported by car. It is equipped with shelving cabinets, air conditioning unit, NBC air filtration system, power supply units, wireless communication systems and intercom systems. Stations are able to intercept the control of drones from each other, which allows you to quickly change tactics. The operational range of drones is calculated not from the starting point, but from the nearest control and monitoring station or from the signal repeater. Probably the first unmanned aerial vehicle to successfully hit surface targets in combat. In 2018, Ukraine purchased 6 devices from Turkey. In September 2019, in Kishin, Turkey, at the training and production base of the manufacturer of the complex, Baykar machine, began a 3-month training of Ukrainian servicemen in the training program for operation and maintenance of the Bayraktar TB2 complex. Courses with theoretical and practical parts required for the operation of Bayraktar TB2 were provided by the contract concluded between Ukraine and Turkey. More than 30 specialists were trained, instructors, technicians, operators, specialists of the ground data terminal and the ground control station of the LAC. On September 26, a 3-month training course for UAV operators ended in Turkey. After that, they returned to Ukraine with the appropriate certificates and knowledge that allow them to operate these devices. On October 26, 2021, the armed forces used Bayraktar TB2 against Russian mercenaries in eastern Ukraine and damaged the enemy's howitzer, which fired at Ukrainian army positions in violation of agreements. In response to the combat use of Turkish-made UAVs, Russian authorities have restricted the import of mandarins from Turkey to a special order since October 29. At the end of December, the Russian armed forces conducted training to counter Bayraktar TB2 strike and tactical drones. The exercises in the Voronezh region involved the troops of Electronic Warfare (REB) of the Western Military District, which is located near the borders of Ukraine. The photos from the UAV counteraction exercises showed the Russian Palatine electronic warfare system. At the beginning of the Russian invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, Ukraine had about 20 Bayraktars ready to carry out combat missions. Subsequently, Bayraktar agreed to send additional. Most analysts doubted their successful use, believing that the devices would quickly bring down Russian air defenses. However, the practice has shown, on the contrary, the high efficiency and stability of the Bayraktars, which is explained by the goals, columns of equipment located in the open. On February 28, the Air Force of Ukraine confirmed 2 strikes on Russian targets from Bayraktars. Drones destroyed a column of Russian equipment in the Kherson region and the Buk Sam near Malin. On March 2, 2022, with the help of Bayraktars, about 180 units of Russian equipment were destroyed near the village of Pustovitivka and the village of Bishkin, Sumy region. Thanks to the Bayraktar attack, the Ukrainian military was able to capture and explore the self-propelled anti-aircraft missile and artillery complex Pantsir. On March 12, Bayraktar destroyed Russia's Hurricane multiple rocket launcher. These drones destroyed one of the headquarters of the 35th Army of the Russian Federation, several EW facilities and smaller headquarters. These drones are also widely used by the Ukrainian military for air reconnaissance of enemy positions and adjusting artillery strikes on Russian clusters. United States drone expert Samuel Bendit said of the Bayraktari in Ukraine that Russia has not yet been able to use its air defense systems properly. Russia's defense ministry said in March that it had destroyed more Bayraktar TB2s than Ukraine's pre-war arsenal had. However, Ukraine confirmed the loss of only one such drone at that time near Kyiv. In early April 2022, the Kremlin complained to the Turkish authorities about the use of the Bayraktar TB2 by the Ukrainian military. The Turkish representative replied that Baykar Technologies was a private company, and that Ukraine had purchased the drones before the war. Bayraktar distracted the air defense of the Russian cruiser Moscow so that the ship would be hit by Ukrainian Neptune missiles. On May 2, 2022, 2 boats of the Raptor project were destroyed by the Ukrainian Bayraktar TB2 near Zheminy Island. The video was published by Valery Zaluzny of the National Armed Forces of Ukraine in his Telegram channel. In the following days, a Russian landing ship of the Sena type and 2 Thor anti-aircraft missile systems were also hit there. Bayraktars are helping to detect and effectively neutralize Russian artillery positions, and the possible presence in the skies near enemy clusters creates a significant demoralizing factor and a state of constant alarm among Russian infantry. As evidenced by intelligence from intercepted enemy conversations. The Azerbaijani military actively used unmanned aerial vehicles during clashes with Armenian forces in Nagorno-Karabakh, which began in September 2020. Among other things, the Bayraktar TB2 was used to deliver accurate strikes on enemy defenses and military equipment. During the first 2 months of the war in Ukraine, the intensity of the use of UAVs in hostilities against enemy troops exceeded the scale in any other conflict. Because UAVs usual to be used to kill small groups of terrorists or their field commanders in various hotspots. Thus, despite the relatively small number of Bayraktar strike drones in the armed forces of Ukraine, they played a significant role in the first days of repelling the Russian invasion, especially in the battles for Kyiv. The Ukrainian military, which uses UAV data in combat operations, is gaining valuable combat experience, which they will later be able to share with their allies who use or plan to adopt such UAVs. At the moment, some European countries and a number of countries in Africa and Central Asia are already interested in Turkish-made UAVs. This interest is also due to the fact that the Bayraktar TB2 UAV has a high relation to the effectiveness of tactical and technical characteristics to the cost of the complex.